Welcome back to AM Northwest. All right, celebrate the season with a perfectly crafted cocktail that you make at home. Here to share a few tasty ideas, we welcome back the authors of Raising the Bar, Brett Adams and Jake McGurk. Good to have you with us again.
Thank you.
So you've got some ideas on cocktails for our cold winter weather.
That's right. Some
They'll
good
warm you
holiday
up.
season cocktails.
I love it.
And we want to keep things simple today because there's a lot going on during the holidays. You don't
Oh,
need to
for
stress
sure.
out with complicated drinks. So we've got
Yeah.
two really easy ones for you to put together and have some fun with.
Okay, which one
Yeah.
would you like to make?
I'll start off with it's a drink called a Stone Fence.
Stone Fence.
Yeah, so you don't hear about this one often. It's a really old drink. Goes back to, the 1700s. You can make it all kinds of different ways. You can make it with hard cider, with regular cider, with rum, with bourbon, whatever you're in the mood for.
Okay.
One of my go-tos in the winter because we get such amazing apple cider in Oregon.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we get amazing apple cider.
Yeah.
You want to get like the best cider you can, like the unpasteurized, fresh. You got to keep it refrigerated. Go to a farmer's market. Go to like a New Seasons or a Whole Foods. You can
I
get,
didn't know there was a way to check which cider is better, but okay,
Yeah.
I've learned a lot already.
Yeah, if it's in the refrigerator, that's a good sign.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
good point.
And hopefully from Oregon.
Yeah.
So we'll do a bourbon version. So make this nice and easy. We don't have to be too precise here, but we'll do 2 ounces of bourbon
Okay.
to start things off. Another good thing about this one, we don't even need a shaker or a mixing glass. We just build this right in the glass.
Nice.
Make it nice and easy.
Yeah, okay.
So that's our main ingredient. If you want to, you could also use rum. You could use apple brandy. You could mix things. I made this last night with rum and bourbon, and it was great.
Oh, okay.
We'll do some Angostura bitters. This will give us some kind of spice notes. You want to take a little smell?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
So you get kind of a cinnamony note
Yeah.
on that. So we'll do 2 dishes of the bitters.
Okay.
And then we'll just top it off with our really good apple cider.
Apple cider. Remind me how you two got together and put the book together.
We met at the Multnomah Whiskey Library. Yeah, we both have tended bar there and do different things there. And that got us thinking about doing a book together.
Yeah, it's great. It's really well done, too.
Thank you very much.
And that's it. This
Okay.
is so easy. All you have to do is give it a quick stir to combine it.
That's it. As you
That's
said,
it.
no shaker.
Exactly. So one of the
May I
easiest
try
drinks
it?
you can make.
And it's
great
very
for a
pretty.
party.
Oh, wow, that's really good.
Yeah. And one last tip on this. I mean, you can make a big batch of it, and it works equally well hot. So you could also. I did this last night.
Oh, yeah.
Heated it all up on my stove.
Yeah.
And then poured it in a thermos and went for a walk. And it was fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I'm thinking of people who go out and do Christmas caroling and that kind of thing.
Yeah, we
Have this
went
in
to
your-
the Peacock Lane.
Oh,
and so we had
that's
this. Yeah, it was perfect.
perfect.
I don't know if we're
Yeah.
supposed to say that we were drinking bourbon
Yeah.
while we did that, but we
Yeah,
might have
way
been.
too.
It was
Yeah.
hidden.
On the way
It was
from.
hidden.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. I
Yeah.
love it. That's really tasty, by the
Yeah,
way.
I'm glad you like
Really
it.
tasty. Okay, yours.
All right, well, I was going to use my fancy mixing glass, but I don't want to be upstaged by Jacob's simplicity. So I'm going to start by building in the glass, because you can do that. When it's at home, you can build cocktails in the glass. You don't have to be fancy.
Right.
That's what you go to bars for.
Yes,
right?
true.
So we're going to make
You
an
make
old
them do the work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to make an old-fashioned. What we talk about in the book a lot is cocktail structures and how variable they are and how many riffs you can make on it.
Oh,
so today
sure.
we're making
It's kind of like a recipe to anything, really. You can change the recipe around, right?
Exactly. So
Right.
we're going to make a rum old-fashioned. A lot of people don't think about rum when they think about old-fashions. They think about whiskey. But we've got 2 ounces of an aged rum here. This is
Okay.
an agricole rum, which has got a little bit of funk to it, which is really nice.
Let's get a whiff.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
You should,
That's
very
from-
aromatic.
Oh, that's nice.
And then we're going to do 2 dashes, some on the counter as well.
2 dashes,
of the Angostura, the same,
Right.
same,
The same
one.
one.
And I have some orange bitters here. So 2 dashes.
I feel
orange.
like the bitters are the thing that complicate or that I feel intimidated by.
Just a tiny, just couple dashes always just help round out the cocktail.
Okay.
They just add a little bit of brightness. You know, most cocktails, almost every cocktail is going to have some sugar. Speaking of, we've got
Yeah.
a bar spoon of simple syrup here, and the bitters sort of help add some brightness to the sugar without
Okay.
making it feel too sweet.
Gotcha.
So we're going to add a bar spoon of sugar. Put that in there, and if you wanted to stop now, you'd stir that, and that's a rum old-fashioned. It's delicious.
Okay.
But the other thing we talk about in the book is how you can sort of play around with that. So I was thinking last night, it'd be really nice to make it a little more wintry. I'm going to add some allspice jam. So this is a liqueur made with allspice. So I'm going to add just a little bit, bar spoon of that. And then this has a little bit of sugar in there. And what I like when I add something a little bit sweet is to add something drying. And so I have a dry sherry here, which adds like an earthy, savory note and pulls back some of that sugar.
Oh,
So
interesting.
we've
Okay.
got a simple cocktail that we can also make nice and complex. So it's a 1/4 ounce of dry sherry. And I'm going to stir that up in the glass because, again, I don't want to be bested by my co-author.
By Jacob,
Yeah. And then the beauty of making a cocktail at home is you can kind of understir it, make it a little strong, and then sip on it for a while, and it's going to dilute. And it doesn't have to be too precise.
Yeah.
It's just for yourself.
When it comes down to making the cocktail, is it important to have a number of ice cubes, 1 or 2 ice cubes? Because now I see like those big 1 ice cube things that are pretty huge.
You want to stir with sufficient ice cubes in there because that's going to help bring down the temperature and dilute it.
Okay.
And then when you drink it, if you put a big ice cube on there, that's going to keep it from diluting too much.
Oh,
further.
yeah, that makes
sense. So
sense.
I would stir with smaller cubes and then drink on a big cube if you want to be fancy.
Gotcha.
And I have an orange twist here. I'm just going to express it around. And there you go, a little take on a rum old-fashioned with some extra flourishes.
Love it.
Yeah, a little bit more spirit
first of all,
forward.
that smells so good.
That's the orange twist. Which, it helps with everything for sure.
Oh, that's a walk through Peacock Lane right there. Yeah, like that. What would be some tips you'd give to people, or what are some of the biggest mistakes that bartenders make as home bartenders?
I think the bitters point is really important of understanding that we're balancing sugar. A lot of people want to pull sugar away from cocktails.
Sure.
But you want to have enough sugar in the drink to balance out the alcohol, and then either acidity or bitters to make sure that sugar doesn't run amok in the drink.
Yeah.
People tend to want to make things too dry.
Right.
And in fact, it's all about just balancing.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, great job. We want to make sure tell everyone, first of all, the book again is called Raising the Bar. If you need a Christmas gift, here you go. Here's a great idea for a Christmas gift. Portland's own. All right, the Raising the Bar, Brett Adams and Jacob Greer. Thank you both so much. Good to see you again.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
Always good to be here.
And I'll go for a walk with you through.
All right, there we go.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.